Hey folks, welcome to Verified Investing here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here, and today's date is Thursday, October 22nd, 2020. Just a reminder, folks, you can follow me on Twitter at Gareth Soloway. You can also come to InTheMoneyStocks.com and join my services. Under my name on the website, you'll see verified investing alerts. We just closed out this 172nd trade this year. These are swing trades, mind you, for over 1,450% net gain. It has been a truly remarkable year. Think about that, folks. 172 trades, swing trades closed out this year already. And again, my goal is about 225 to 250 for the year. So lots of trading action in the final few months of the year predicted. All right, I also have verified options alerts if you're more into options. I think I've closed out about 135 options trades this year. The gain is basically 4,000 net percent. All right, let's talk about this. This video is about airline stocks. They are on the verge of breaking out. Get ready for this move. You can start to pile in or you can wait for them to trigger. I'm going to show you here exactly what I'm talking about. Take a look at Boeing here. Boeing's up just 3% today. No big deal, right? I agree, no big deal. But look at this trend line. Look at this trend line. Pivot, 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 and pivot. This is starting to creep up. Watch this line. If this breaks, this stock actually is going to soar. My prediction is you could get over $200 a share if it breaks out here. All right, other airline stocks are making moves today. Take a look at DAL, which is up about 6% on the day. Look at this trend line, folks. If I zoom out a little bit, take a look here. You can actually do the line from all the way back here and look at that trend line. Pivot point, pivot point, pivot point. Look, it's getting close. Now, again, technically, you want to see these things get above those lines to really ensure a breakout. If you buy it at this point, that's totally up to you, but you be aware that it hasn't really technically broken out. So just be aware of that. All right, take a look at American Airlines. Look at this chart. Stock is upticking today. I actually picked up some call options. That's how I'm going to do it here. Play some call options. Do this trend line right here. And look, you tagged, you kissed this trend line today. Pivot high, pivot, pivot, and that's from a gap right there. That is a great trend line. You get above this line, American Airlines has a target on its back of basically $18.50 from its current $13 level. All right, this is a big, big level on this chart. We can look at Spirit Airlines and other airlines. Look at it, nice move today, up almost 8%. More importantly, you can clearly see that, again, you have some key trend lines here. We'll do it from this point here, and you can see right here. This one, actually, you can make a case that is breaking out. Spirit Airlines possibly breaking out. Pivot to pivot to pivot to pivot, and then look, kissed here, and it's breaking above that line right there. So again, the fact, and this is my thesis, right? So the idea is these airline stocks are getting very close to breakouts. Now you might say, well, why would the airline stocks break out? I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to tell you why it's reinforced. So number one, you have to assume there's going to be trial data, phase 3 COVID trial data coming out here. So basically, the trial that is going to lead to an approval, we should be getting in the next 2 to 4 weeks. So my guess is these stocks are starting to inch up on the potential for good news. In addition, another factor that tells me this COVID vaccine news is coming very soon. Could be in a day, could be in a week, could be in a month. I don't know, but I'm telling you these stocks are starting to move. The other factor that tells me something is going on here is that you're seeing COVID stocks get trounced. Take a look at Peloton the last couple days. Peloton's starting to roll over. Okay, Zoom has been dropping. It's bouncing a little bit today, but look at this drop. If there was no good news on vaccines coming, these stocks would not be collapsing here. You would not see the COVID-related plays coming down, and they are all coming down, folks. Pick up any COVID-related play, and you are seeing a corrective move. So that tells me, basically, I look at this as a leading indicator of news, and I've always said that since the beginning of time, that the charts lead the news. And everyone says, well, how does that even possible? What I tell you is this, is that the charts are based off of buyers and sellers. There are always institutions that know ahead of time from when the news is public in the media and you and I find out. Therefore, it makes sense that stocks would begin to trade in certain directions ahead of time, ahead of news being broken to the public. It's just that simple. All right, keep that in mind, folks. Again, these are very important things here. You got to understand. But again, bottom line is these airline stocks look extremely attractive. Some breaking out, some getting close to breakouts. Watch them. Wouldn't be surprising to see COVID news in the next couple weeks that shoots them up 20% over, just a very short period of time, maybe a couple days even, they could go up that much. Again, the airline stocks, it makes sense that the cruise lines, let's take a look at some of the cruise lines. I haven't even looked at those today. The cruise lines, here's a good one. Now look at this chart. Check this out. Look at this. How about them apples right there? Look at that. Pivot high, pivot area high, pivot high, and what did we hit today on CCL, Carnival Cruise? That is a big time level, folks. So you're basically borderline breakout right there. RCL is another one. Royal Caribbean. This chart doesn't look as good to me, but it still has a little bit of a level here. We have this level here. I don't really see much else. I guess we could do this down to there, which gives you a little bit of a level to watch. But the CCL chart looks much, much better. Again, it hasn't broken out yet, so I caution. I think a lot of investors are very hyped up on emotion. That's one of the faults of why investors lose money. You technically want to wait for the breakouts, but look at these charts, folks. They are primed. They are getting ready to rumble, and I think they do rumble. You probably see a pretty big move over the next 2 to 4 weeks in these names. Throughout this period, we're expecting COVID news. All right, bottom line is come follow me on Twitter at Gareth Soloway. Also, come find me on my website, inthemoneystocks.com. Look for my name at the top. It has a drop down. You'll see my 2 services, verified investing alerts, verified options alerts. Pick which one you want. More the merrier. There's lots of money to be made. And again, as I said, I just closed out my 172nd swing trade this year today. And again, net gain of, I think, 1,470%, something like that. And we're very close to closing out a 20% winner, possibly today or tomorrow. I'm just looking for a key level to be tagged. So this is where it's at. Money being made. Come join us. Learn something as well. Take care.